Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, Lou.
You know, I've got a Mickey Mantle baseball card. It's worth about $300. Wow. It's one of my prized possessions.
Give me $30 for it.
Well, there's this guy who just sold a 1952 Mickey Mantle card.
Right.
I'll tell you how much on the next Men Are So Smart. Hi, welcome to another edition of Men Are So Smart. I'm Lou Gallagher.
Or Ronnie.
And an ex-NFL offensive lineman, his name is Evan Mathis. He sold recently a 1952 Mickey Mantle card. We talked about this on episode 217 for $2.88 million. The card was in mint condition, and ESPN's Darren Rovell says it's the second highest price ever paid for a baseball card. The highest price ever paid was when a collector paid $3.12 million for a 1909 T206 Honus Wagner card back in 2016.
That's crazy. The Mantle card was being sold by former NFL offensive lineman Evan Mathis. It was auctioned off by Heritage Auctions. Just the image of young Mickey Mantle over the years, it's been a centerpiece of the hobby, Mathis told the AP. When he decided to sell the card in March. I guess it's kind of like the Mona Lisa of the sports card world.
According to the AP, it is one of 6 versions of the card to have been rated in mint condition by a sports authenticator. Yeah, while 3 others have earned a mint 10 rating.
Wow. The
Mantle card has become rarer as time has passed. Rovell reported the card could be had for $3,330 back in 1988. So
Holy cow.
Is a great investment.
Wow, yeah. Mathis told the AP he sold the card to free up funds for a new house. Wow. He played 12 seasons in the NFL, earning 2 Pro Bowl nods and a Super Bowl win. I have not heard of that man. I follow football. Well, I did up until the flag thing, but I followed football very closely and played fantasy football for the last 20 years. Of course, nobody picks an offensive lineman on your fantasy team.
You're not telling me anything that surprises me. I know of the guy because of we talked about him in the previous episode.
Well, but I guess offensive linemen, you know what? I was like a huge 49ers fan in the 80s when they were winning all of them Super Bowls. I could probably only name you just a couple of offensive linemen. I know the Fon Horse, and there's not a lot of guys that you know from the O-line.
Well, you know, I could say this too.
It's a thankless job, as you well know.
Yes, as a former center,
yeah,
you don't hear a lot. You hear like on the tackle, number 27, Corvette Ronnie. On the tackle, number 27, Corvette Ronnie. Intercepted by number 27, Corvette Ronnie. But you don't hear the ball was hiked by number 59, Lou Gallagher.
But what you might hear is offensive holding.
Yes.
By number 59, Lou Gallagher.
Yeah. So you really shouldn't be all that surprised, Ronnie. But yes, I do have a Mickey Mantle card. Please do not come to my house. I have dogs and guns. And it's only $300. But it is my prized possession. And I you know what? In fact, I'm going to take a picture of the print that I have above my bed in my bedroom.
Okay.
And I'm going to show it right now. This is the print that I have that I look at every single day. Check it out. Yeah, see that, Ronnie? That's Mickey Mantle hitting the home run right there. And he's wearing that, it's black and white, but he's wearing that cream-colored jersey like I have, that the nice one I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably didn't start out cream-colored. They probably started out white. And they just got dirty, and they didn't have Tide Pods back in the day.
Thank goodness. Mickey Mantle would have been hopped up on the goofballs more than he already was.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. Our next story today. What could be better than becoming a millionaire after finding 7 vintage baseball cards while cleaning out your late great-grandfather's house? How about finding an 8th card.
Ooh, you know what's better than that? Finding a 9th.
I don't think they got
Or a
9.
10th.
Okay, but let's find out about 8.
Yeah. The family that 2 years ago made one of the greatest finds in sports collectibles history when they found 7 Ty Cobb baseball cards printed between 1909 and 1911 have now found one more in the matching set.
Man.
It falls under the category of you can't make this stuff up, says Joe Orlando, president of the Professional Sports Authenticator of Newport Beach, California. The company verified the new card and valued it at $250,000.
The first 7 cards were in a rumpled paper bag that may well have ended up in the trash if someone didn't look inside. The initial discovery, well, let's just say it was a real shock to them. They put the cleaning on hold for a while. Later they knew what they were looking for, and in a dusty box between 2 books, there was yet another one.
Yeah, the great-grandfather himself apparently had no idea he was leaving a fortune to his descendants.
Man.
He wasn't even a collector. He just held on to these cards, and they were most likely given to him after buying a particular tobacco box.
That's how they used to come. I hear you
Exactly.
see it right there.
Yep. They weren't in bubblegum back in the early days. Family, which is from rural South, wants to remain anonymous and intends to keep this as a memento.
There are now 24 known copies of the card featuring the famed Detroit Tigers slugger that on the back reads Ty Cobb, King of the smoking tobacco world.
That just wouldn't
how times
that wouldn't
have
be such a
changed.
great thing anymore.
That's less than half the known remaining number of Honus Wagner cards from the same time that have long been considered the holy grail of collecting.
And while the surge in the numbers for the Cobb cards may have diminished the value somewhat by making them less rare, Orlando said the excitement surrounding them and possibly that more could exist has made up the difference. Sometimes a card can be so rare that no one bothers to talk about it. This raised the importance of the Ty Cobb card.
You know, we talked about this. How can they know how many are in existence? That when they say existence, that means known.
Right.
But there's the ones that have not been discovered, the ones in a box between 2 books. It's almost like an episode we talked about earlier about the Fen treasure.
Right.
You just never know when you're going to stumble on with something like this. Not to mention the fact that moms, when we were growing up, would stumble across what was probably a box of cards worth upwards of $1 million.
Yeah, a shoebox.
You know, I mean, you're talking about, I don't know, Barry Bonds rookie cards, more cards of our day and age, you know, Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle cards and stuff. Now, I never would have put a Mickey Mantle card between a bicycle spoke. No. I never would have done that. But conversely, I might have done it with Willie Mays. So, as a Yankee fan, you know,
What about a Poppy card?
A Big Poppy?
Yeah, Big Poppy.
No, that I don't even like to say that. Now that he's not playing with them, I guess I can say it. That team I never mentioned. So, you know, you don't know.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too is, you know, my mom, she hid things. When we got rid of her old stove, and it was old from the 50s stove, as they were hauling it out, I said, "Oh, hold on a second." And there was an oatmeal. Remember when oatmeal used to come in the round circular cardboard things? So there was an oatmeal container in the back of the stove, and I pulled it out, and it had a bunch of silver coins in it, all silver. And yeah, I took them out, and they're not super valuable, but by weight, they're worth almost $400.
Wow.
So yeah.
Do you think she knew?
Oh yeah, she knew. I'm sure she was just hiding them there and leaving them for me at some point. Although it would have been nice if she would have told me.
Yeah.
Instead of just leaving them for the guys hauling the stove away.
Well, you know something? I'm going to leave moms leaving things. And maybe we can wrap up. I know this is a baseball story, baseball cards and such. But speaking of things that moms do, because Mother's Day is coming up.
Oh, that's right.
You know, years ago, and I don't even remember what year it was. Maybe it was 1996 or 2006 or something. I was lucky enough to receive a Sacramento Magazine Best of award.
I remember that.
And I was really honored for a lot of reasons. It was for hardest working DJ, and it made it such an honor for me because my dad was one of the hardest working guys that I ever knew. So to think that someone acknowledged my work ethic, it was important to me. And so my mom and my dad had passed away, but my mom was there that I received the award. Little did I know. Well, Flash, she wrote something on the back of the award, a little note. And so, long story short, we hung that award up. It's somewhere near the dining room or something or other. I can't even remember now. And one day I was going to answer the phone, and I picked it up and I said hello. That award fell off the wall. It fell down onto a table, a glass table. It did not break, and it fell so that where it said, all of the information, it fell down that way. And I look at it, and there was a note from my mom.
Wow.
I had never seen before.
Yep.
Moms hide things.
Yeah.
So you know what? Keep an open mind.
Yep.
All right. And so we'll say to you, perhaps a little early, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Yep.
Ronnie and I sure miss our moms.
Yep.
And we hope that if you still have your mom, you make it a special day for her. I'm Lou Gallagher.
I'm Corvette Ronnie.
And we'll see you on the next Men Are So Smart.